Hello friends, I am back reporting from the shop. This time I am working on a MMA cage, and this is not the first cage that I'm building. The first one was a square cage, and this time I'm actually rebuilding it and making it a octagon. Yeah, the first cage was square. It just sat on the ground. Pretty, I would say, simple build. And this time it's not square, and the measurements are getting a little more complicated. Also, it's not going to be sitting on the ground anymore. It's going to be elevated about 50 centimeters off the ground. So I have to build a pretty solid base that is going to support the whole construction. I've tried to make as much work as I can in a CAD software before I start to actually build the cage. This allows me to order a lot of my metal pre-cut, allows me to order some laser cut pieces like this box here that I've just received, like some base plates like this and all of the little pieces for connection and like for attaching stuff. Everything pre-cut on a laser, super precise. And also I'm using a square tubing laser for the first time. I actually should receive all of the square tubings that were cut on a laser today, and I'm super excited to see what we are going to have, because most of the base of the cage is going to be assembled just like a puzzle. The pieces are just going to go inside of each other. I plan to do most of the welding in the shop, but to assemble the cage I actually need to rent a bigger space because there's like no chance it's going to fit inside of my shop. Funny how like some of the projects in the shop are like this and some of the projects are like this. Yeah, this is Pav's workshop. We're doing all kind of stuff here.
One more thing that I forgot to mention is that we're actually reusing these panels with a fence from the old square cage, and we're gonna use them on the new octagon cage. We'll just have to modify them a little bit, but I think for the next event we're definitely going to build the new panels.
Imagine doing all of these cuts with an angle grinder would take like a month of work. The cuts are looking so good. I'm very happy. I needed 4 of these and I needed 4 of those, but I have 8 of these. I have 4 of those. How do I always make the same mistakes all the time? This is like probably €100 of a screw up. I mean, yeah, shit happens. Right, so the very first thing that I'm going to be welding will be these little guys. I need 16 of those, and to make them all the same, made this super simple jig. Put it here against this piece, sits in place. Then I put one of these, put it here. Then I put one of these and I put it here. Now I can tack it and weld it. So these sections are already all nicely welded. The middle posts are ready too. And now we have these pipes. These are the main columns that's like on the perimeter that basically hold these up. And yeah, we need to weld these on to connect the columns to these frames. And to weld these mounting points in a correct angle against each other, I've printed this template that I can use to set everything up. Simply insert 1 and 2. Make sure it's all nice and tight inside. And then I can set it up on the pipe. And I'm using this original welding line that's on a pipe as my guide to set them all in one line. Makes my life much more easier, and I know that the angles are all correct and they are all welded in the same line. Hope that makes sense.
I've decided to make a little test fit just to see how well the laser cut pieces would fit into each other.
So far, so good. Dude, oh my god, this is so nice. This is one of the cross beams. Should go here and on that side. I am really happy so far. So nice. All the fitments are exactly as I was imagining them. Super happy. Yes, and it's very strong as well. It's like impossible to bend it. It's kind of unstable right now. It's going to be very stable once it's a full octagon. But yeah, I am super happy.
Next up was a full-scale assembly, still in a test mode, and as I mentioned before, we had to find a bigger space because there is no chance this would fit inside of my shop. This hanger was a part of an old paper factory and it suited our needs just perfectly. The construction with the laser cut square tubing allowed us to assemble the base part really quick, and we could start to lay on some 18mm ply.
You gotta check this out, the screws.
I'm going through 18mm ply and 2mm steel. Check this out.
Wow. It's really big. I didn't expect it to be so big. I'm doing as much prep work now as possible, so when I actually have to build it at the event, I can do it really fast and efficient. So it's important to prepare all of the little things now and save myself some time when I would really need it. And this space is insane. And I can park my car right here and have all of my tools ready to be used.
The problem with the fence panels was that when we were building them and putting the fence on, it actually stretched down the metal quite a little bit, and I was not sure at first if I could stretch it out so I could weld on these mounting points that you've seen earlier. But with these super mighty clamps, I've managed to stretch back the metal without any problems. And once I knew that it will work, I welded on the mounting plates and I was ready to install the panels. I was filming this on a little GoPro camera and it doesn't really convey the size of this thing, but you can imagine that it is 6 meters in diameter, so it's pretty big. On the day of the install, we were as quick as the lighting with my trusty shop assistant Artur. He is 55, so you gotta give him some props for being this fast and being able to work with me in his age. Yeah, I think it's pretty impressive. I know this is not the greatest quality of a video that I've ever produced, but this was a very commercial work and I didn't really have much time to film everything properly and to make the project, but I just really wanted to show you a little bit of a behind the scenes of what it takes to build something like this. So yeah, I'm sorry if I didn't deliver, but I'm glad that I was able to take you along for the ride with a little GoPro camera and show you what it takes to build a little project like this. For the event, we of course covered every corner with the pads, and we also covered every sharp piece that could potentially hurt the fighter. And this is what the cage looked like for the event. I was a little nervous at first and kind of scared that it would fall apart. I mean, there is no reason for it to fall apart, but yeah, I still had a little bit of a nervousness in me, but once the first fighters were starting to throw each other on the ground, I was sure that it would hold on without any problems. Thank you for watching till the end, I really do appreciate it, and if you like the video, please leave a like, put a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye!